The notification sound for my security app has never bothered me. A motion alert in the backyard, probably just a raccoon. Motion at the front door, a package delivery. But a motion-detected notification from the basement at 3:17 a.m. That's different, especially when you live alone. My thumb hovered over the app icon, a cold knot tightening in my stomach. The basement camera. I installed it last year after a water pipe burst, just to keep an eye on things. It's always been the most boring camera feed. A concrete floor, dusty boxes, and the old furnace. Tapping the notification, the live feed loaded. A familiar grainy black and white view of my basement. Empty. Silent. I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding. It was probably just a spider crawling across the lens. A glitch. I stared at the screen, my eyes adjusting to the infrared darkness. The air in my bedroom felt heavy, thick. My heart was still hammering against my ribs. I traced the lines of the room on my phone. The stack of old photo albums, the forgotten treadmill, the water heater in the corner, and the door. The door at the far end of the room, leading to the old unused sub-basement my grandpa always called the root cellar. A place I hadn't opened in years. The door was closed, solid, locked from my side. I almost closed the app, ready to dismiss it as a false alarm. But something made me pause. I zoomed in on the door. Was it always that dark around the frame? It looked different. I told myself it was just my tired mind playing tricks on me. I kept watching. 1 minute, 2 minutes, nothing. Just the low hum of the furnace kicking on, a sound I could faintly hear through the floorboards. I was about to give up, to try and get some sleep, when I saw it. It wasn't a sudden movement. It was slow, subtle. A change in the pixels that made my blood run cold. The door to the root cellar. It was now open, just a crack. A sliver of absolute profound blackness, now visible where solid wood had been moments before. I couldn't breathe. My mind was racing. How? The door was bolted from my side. I live alone. No one else has a key. I watched. Paralyzed, my phone clutched in a death grip. The crack of darkness seemed to widen, ever so slightly, as if something on the other side was pulling it open with infinite patience. I didn't see a hand. I didn't see a face. I just saw the void growing. My house, my sanctuary, suddenly felt like a trap. Every creak of the floorboards above wasn't the house, settling. It was a footstep. The wind howling outside wasn't the wind. It was a whisper. I stayed glued to the screen, watching that sliver of blackness, expecting, I don't know what, a monster, a person. But nothing came out. The door just stayed ajar, an invitation into nothing. Then, a new notification popped up on my screen, right over the live feed. Not from the security app. It was a calendar reminder, one I didn't set. It had only one word. Soon. My blood turned to ice. It wasn't about someone breaking in. It was about something getting out. My grandfather. He didn't just call it a root cellar. Before he passed, he told me stories, rambling and feverish. He said he built that sub-basement for a reason. To keep something in. Something that had been in our family for generations. A shadow, he called it. An entity that fed on solitude. He made me promise never to open that door, and I hadn't. But then I remembered. Last week the power went out during a storm. All the electronic locks in the house, including the one on that door, reset. They automatically unlock when the power is cut. I never went down to relock it. I forgot. I'm staring at the feed now. The door is still cracked open. The soon notification is still on my screen. The motion detector hasn't gone off again. Of course it hasn't. Why would it? It only detects motion, and whatever is in my basement, it's not moving. It's just waiting. Waiting for me to come down. Waiting for me to be truly alone. You know, it's funny how we use technology to feel safe, to watch over our empty spaces. But maybe our cameras aren't just for us. Maybe something else is watching back. Maybe you should check your own alerts. Check your own dark rooms. And if you ever see a door that should be closed, just remember, you might not be the one who opened it. If you enjoyed being terrified, press the like button and subscribe before something else lets you know it's time.